Hi guys, and welcome to another snus review here at StiffUpperLip in collaboration with snus24.com. So what are we looking at today? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? No, it is Moka or Mocca by Fiedler and Lundgren. And in my upcoming video from the Snus Museum at Skansen, Stockholm, I think that Conny Andersson mentions that Fiedler and Lundgren, they've been around since the early 19th century. When Samuel Fiedler started in Gothenburg, and now they're down in Malmö in southern Sweden. So it's a company with a lot of tradition, but it's also a very innovative company with all their perforated portions and so on. This one came in 2004, and I believe it was pretty innovative at the time. So they have Lundgren's full price, Granit, which is mid-price, I would say, and then Connect, which is really cheap. So where does this fall in then? Well, it's actually close to full price. It's quite a pricey snus for the content, because just like Omni, which is a new take on this in a way, because what we've got here is Mocca only exists in licorice, this one, Lakrits, and a mint, and also a slim mint. It's got 8 grams in it, which is the same as Omni. The portions even smaller than Omni here. It's 0.33 gram portions, really small portions, but they managed to cram in 5 milligrams of nicotine per portion. The Omni has 3 or 6 depending on which you choose. And while the Omni has 20 portions in it, this has a full 24 portions. So I think it's still a little bit cheaper than Omni, but I keep thinking about Omni like a nice little nifty can here. And the white portions, very small, and also keeping to licorice and mint. So back in 2004, this must have been really innovative. It comes in a little quite light metal can, actually. So it's yeah, it's got 8 grams of content, which isn't an awful lot. How to get into this one? We work our way there. Here we go. Okay. Wasn't too hard to get into, like that. And I believe there is a catch lid. Yeah, look at that. Very small, with another warning label there. So it's kind of a cute little can, and it will be for the people who want a discreet portion. And in this case, I just got the licorice. There's so many mint snus on the market. Actually, mint and licorice are the most popular sort of flavors of flavored snus. So it's you know, when Omni went with licorice and mint, it's not really new thinking there, but they're going with it's not really a tobacco-based snus anyway, and it's really kind of clean white portions, white tobacco. No, not white tobacco in that one, like Epoch, but they're very clean. Here you get kind of normal white portions, so you can see the tobacco coming through there, and the smell. Yes, I think I get some aniseed in this one. Let's see if it says anything about that. It says licorice and salmiak. So salmiak is salty licorice. Does not mention aniseed, but yeah, definitely get aniseed, which I like. Quite a full-on smell. You know, licorice snus is hard to fail with in a way, because it's got a lot of taste and flavor and aroma to it. Oh my god, that's tiny portion. Okay, so considering it's a full price snus, the value for me will be tricky, because 3, maybe 4. Yeah, there we go. I'll get through this one very quickly, I think, and I'll tell you what I think about Mocca Lakrits. Let's look at this futuristic, quite cute can, nicely rounded there. Also, I mentioned that Omni does not have white portions with white tobacco. Well, it's mainly cellulose fiber in those ones, and it's white, and then specks of tobacco in there. Here is more traditional white portion. Not white dry, but it's a very small portion. And I have a hard time getting away from the fact that for someone like me who uses 2 full-size portions, the value of this snus really isn't very good. But it can work for someone who wants a discrete portion and a little bit lower in nicotine. Nicotine is another thing. It's pretty low for me, 5 milligrams per portion. I normally look for something bigger than that, more than that. So size is an issue, nicotine can be an issue, and those are included in my scores. Price is not included in the score, but bear in mind, I don't think it's a very good price for the content in the snus, I must say. So taste, well, I often had 4 of these in, so then the taste comes through. It takes a while for it to release. It's not as good of a taste release as Omni, I would say. Also, and this is the thing with white licorice snus, it can quite burn on the gums. I've had that with several white licorice snuses. That seems to be a thing, especially if you have several in. So it takes a while to release the taste. The taste that is there, if you take it down on the tongue and so on, it's not a bad taste. Lundgrens don't use bad tobacco, so you don't have any off tobacco coming through, but it also is not a snus you buy for the tobacco taste. I get a bit of satisfying, full, sweet licorice, and I definitely get salmiak. I think it's quite salty. I get a little bit of aniseed, but not as much as I got in the initial smell. So it's quite a normal sort of licorice snus. I like licorice snuses. They hardly ever fail for me. They can go a little bit of like a papery taste, so I don't get that. So that's good. It's got a good taste in there. So the main problem with it for me would be that it's a small portion with not enough nicotine, and then the price. But it's not a bad snus. I do like the taste of it still. So I would say not taking price into consideration for the taste of it, but being too small and the nicotine not really being there. I will give it 5.5 out of 10. I think it's a pretty decent tasting snus, but it's the size of, you get 3 in, you get the size of 1 portion, although then the nicotine is like a strong portion in that case. So I'd rather get a bigger portion and get this, the same taste release as you get from 3 portions of this, possibly. But for the size, the taste release is pretty good once it gets going. This portion is soft and nice in there. So it's not a bad snus, it's just that I think maybe recently it's been overtaken in the segment of Omni. I prefer that one. So yeah, 5.5 out of 10 from me. So now I'm getting married in a month's time. I have a lot on my plate to do, so I'm not sure how I'll manage the videos for the rest of the year. It might take till sort of almost mid-January until I can properly get going. But what I will do is I will focus now on the Snus Museum video and release that, and hopefully I can get a review out or 2 before Christmas, but I can't make any guarantees. So at the end now I've started saying they're not coming during the weekend, so hopefully we can keep that going again in January. But for now, sorry guys, my apologies, but if this is the last you see of me before Christmas, then Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you in the next one.